The Type 7 U-boat is often remembered as a formidable instrument of war, a symbol of early German naval prowess. But the truth of its legacy is far more complex. From the depths of violated treaties, between 1933 and 1934, a phantom began to take shape, the Type 7 U-boat. It was an audacious act, designed in direct defiance of the Treaty of Versailles. This vessel was envisioned not just as a ship, but as the very cornerstone of Nazi Germany's ambitious naval rearmament. Admiral Karl Donitz saw it as the silent weapon that would wage a relentless tonnage war, designed to cripple Britain's vital maritime lifelines. Drawing lessons from the successful UB 3 class of World War I, its agile design and rapid diving capabilities promised an era of underwater supremacy. This was the vision, the formidable facade presented to the world, but what unspoken truths were already buried beneath the surface of perceived power? And for a time, that vision seemed chillingly real. The Type 7C, in particular, became the most produced submarine in naval history, with an astonishing 568 variants among over 700 units built between 1935 and 1945. These vessels, displacing 769 tons surfaced and 871 tons submerged, became a terror. Armed with 5 53.3 cm torpedo tubes and an 88 mm deck gun, they unleashed devastation during what was grimly known as the happy time of 1940-1941. In that period alone, they sank over 2,500 Allied merchant ships, totaling more than 13 million gross register tons, alongside 175 naval vessels. This early, devastating dominance solidified a potent myth of German naval prowess, a carefully constructed narrative that conveniently overlooked a growing, gaping chasm between strategic ambition and industrial reality. The brutal truth, however, was far grimmer than any propaganda film could convey. For all the talk of a decisive U-boat campaign, its production was never truly prioritized. Hitler himself, offering assurances of no major war before 1944, allowed a dire lack of industrial capacity to persist. Competing priorities consistently sidelined the U-boat fleet, leaving Germany with a mere 57 U-boats at the war's commencement and a truly shocking 22 suitable for Atlantic operations. Even when Hitler finally agreed in July 1941 to target 25 new boats per month, he consistently failed to release the necessary labor force. U-boat needs were systematically subordinated to the demands of the Army and Luftwaffe. This wasn't just poor planning, it was systemic underinvestment that transformed Admiral Donitz's grand vision into a desperate gamble, sacrificing his courageous crews to a war machine that offered them little real support. As the war ground on, the illusion shattered completely. Allied technological advancements began to strip away the Type 7's supposed tactical supremacy, piece by painstaking piece. The introduction of centimetric radar, the precision of HF/DF, the relentless work of Enigma code breaking, and the critical advent of escort carriers all combined to expose the U-boat's most fatal flaw, its inherent reliance on surface running. With slow submerged speeds, staying on the surface became an act of suicidal defiance. The balance of power shifted dramatically, irrevocably. The hunters became the hunted, caught in a desperate struggle against an ever smarter, ever more lethal enemy. By 1944, the numbers painted a chilling portrait of betrayal, waste, and profound human tragedy. Of the over 700 Type 7s built, a staggering 519 were lost to the depths. Out of approximately 41,000 U-boat sailors who embarked on these missions, 28,000 perished, a horrifying casualty rate that transformed these vessels from instruments of war into undeniable death traps. The strategic mission to strangle Great Britain, the very purpose for which these crews were sent to sea, failed completely. It was a profound, catastrophic waste of resources and human life for the Nazi regime. While the Type 7's early effectiveness did inadvertently revolutionize Allied anti-submarine warfare and spurred the development of the modern Type 21 submarine, its legacy is undeniable. The Type 7 stands as a stark monument, a chilling echo of a deadly lie, the illusion of unwavering commitment to a weapon, whose dedicated crews were ultimately abandoned to the depths. The question we are left with isn't just how this happened, but what other vital truths, obscured by ambition and deceit, still lie buried beneath the surface of official history.